Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Home-Based Travel Agent 101. Today, we're going to talk about another commonly asked question: how do travel agents book things differently than everyone else? So, one of the ways that you book things is you will have your own booking engine, especially, say, with IntelliTravel, my host agency, they give us our own booking engine. And it's really great because when you do book on that booking engine, there's a lowest price guarantee. That means if you or your client finds the exact same thing for a better price elsewhere and can provide adequate proof, IntelliTravel will beat or match that price. Another way that you can book things is by calling the suppliers directly. And if you're just one of the ones recently tuning in, a supplier just means like the hotels, car rental companies, tour operators, the people that we book our vacations through. They're called a supplier. So we can call them directly. And it's very, very important when you do that you use your agency identification numbers like CLIA and IATA. Because if you don't, they're just going to think you're a regular person and you're not going to get your commissions. So when you do call the supplier directly, it's super important to make sure that you have your agency identification numbers handy. And also, most representatives and agents that work for the supplier are really helpful and knowledgeable. So when you're starting out, it's really a great idea to call the supplier directly anyway and book that way, because you can ask questions. They can tell you things that you don't even know that you don't know, or you don't even know what to ask. So that is a great way of booking. And then the other thing is through the supplier's travel agent portal. Most suppliers, especially the big ones, have their own portals that allow you to book everything directly through your own portal set up in their system. It's really great. You go in, you register, and you also will often get updates and stuff like that as well. And this is also where you can find the certifications. We had talked about that a little bit this week too. And that's one of the places where you can find the certification for that supplier and earn some extra perks and good things that you can get for the certification training. And it's also a really great way to learn how that particular supplier works. And most of the supplier travel agent portals are user-friendly enough that you can book on your own without using the training. However, it's still a good idea to do the training anyway. You just never know what you're missing out if you don't. I've had suppliers where I had booked a lot of things with them but never went through the training. And when I eventually finally went through the training, I had a lot of aha moments like, oh, I didn't know I could do that, or oh, I didn't even know that was available. So it's always a really great idea to go through as many trainings as you possibly can. So now I'm going to give you an inside peek a little bit more into what some of those portals look like. So first off, we have my IntelliTravel website. Here's a back office view for you. This should be a little familiar if you've gone through some of my other trainings, because I've showed this a couple times. But here we have this area where you book some travel, and it's really nice and easy too, because when you book through your IntelliTravel website, your commissions are automatically logged in, where if you call or book through a travel agent portal, you have to manually enter in all the information to make sure you get your commissions. So here are some of the different types. Again, these you're going to recognize some of these since I use these a lot. These are not the only places. These are my go-tos. That's why I kind of bring them up over and over again, because they're my personal favorites. For example, all the major cruise lines have their own portals. And here's an example of Cruising Power, and this is the travel agent portal for Azamara, Celebrity, and Royal Caribbean. So you can book everything directly here. I suggest when people start out booking cruises, especially if they haven't done it before, to call, because they're really super friendly and helpful. But when you feel confident enough, you can go in here and just do everything yourself. So so there's cruise lines, and then there's also things like Disney. Disney travel agents have their very own portal. Oops, I did not sign into this. But here you can find all of their packages, and you get discounted rates when you bundle everything together, like the hotel and tickets and dining plans, which is really fabulous. And then there's other places that are like a big umbrella for other suppliers, like Vacation Access. And Vacation Access is an umbrella for suppliers like Blue Sky Tours, Funjet Vacations, Southwest Vacations, United Vacations, Universal Parks and Resorts, and other type of hotel and resorts and air as well. And here's an example: education. Here's supplier training, VAX training and education, so you can kind of learn more about how this all works together. Here's another one of my favorites: Vacation Express. This is a place where they put together packages. They'll charter out entire airplanes and block bulk amounts of rooms in certain destinations, especially in the Caribbean and Mexico. And they will sell them for super crazy, amazing prices. But you can also book outside of those charter flights as well. It's not going to be quite as inexpensive as their chartered packages. But this is just a really great way, and this is another place that will give you perks. And they also have training and all that stuff as well. And here's another one that I like. This is called Go Vacations. They will only work with travel agents. They do not work with the public at all. And this is, since they do that, their job is to make us look like rock stars. So they're very helpful, and they go everywhere. They have a brand called Worldwide Traveler, and that is they help you put together packages for exotic places, maybe in Asia or Europe or Australia. They're just really a fabulous company. And then other things like Delta Vacations, they have their own travel agent portal here, where you can put together packages for a discounted rate through Delta Vacations. It's a place where they put their airfare and their hotels together for discounted rates. And here is one that I was excited about. I didn't know I could do this until I actually joined IntelliTravel. The other agency I was with didn't bring this to my attention, but you can even get tickets. We can sell tickets. They have a travel agent site here. We get 10%, but these are just not any tickets. These are tickets that are hard to get tickets. When the Super Bowl was going on, when it was sold out to everybody else, we as travel agents could still get tickets for people. This is not meant to be a discount ticket spot. This is meant to be the hard to get ticket spot, so that people will pay for the games and the concerts that they want to go to but can't find anywhere else because it's sold out. And let's see. Yes, so that is it for today. And I hope that gave you some insight into how the different ways that a travel agent can do their bookings. And please let me know if you have any questions. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.